live. This is what I love. This is all the things that my dreams have been made of.
Welcome to my life. This is what I love. This is what the soundtrack to my life is made of. Music, love, life.
Yeah, Christal Jordan, Be Honest, and myself, Kevin Davis. We are Music, Love, Life.
What up?
Welcome, everyone.
Happy Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. What the hell is Halloween?
I never was allowed to, celebrate Halloween as a kid because my mom was religious, so I don't really know. It just
You never had a costume or anything?
I did biblical costumes.
So on the Devil's
Are
Day.
you serious?
I had to go to church, and when you go to church at it's called a fall festival.
Because you can't worship the devil.
They don't call it Halloween, they call it a fall festival.
Eat
you can
your
dress
candy,
up
chase your
as
demons.
characters in the Bible.
That's the stupidest thing
So
I've ever heard in my
hold
life.
on, so who were you?
I don't want to talk about that. But I will say...
Yeah, I would have been rebellious, like Mary Magdalene or something, just because that's a biblical character.
But I did the dumbest thing for Halloween when I was in college, right? Because I was a cheerleader. I was actually on the pom-pom squad. So I actually got married and pregnant in college. So for a Halloween, in fact, now I just realized how ridiculous this was. I'm just sharing all types of horrific stories about college on the show, I guess. So my daughter was born in November when I was a sophomore in college. And October
Close to finals?
is very close to finals. It's also very close to Halloween. She was born November 10th. So on Halloween, I was about 9.5 months pregnant. Maybe 10.
You were a ghetto mom or something?
You was drunk at a Halloween party?
I wore my cheerleading outfit.
Pregnant?
Yes.
With your belly out?
My belly, I could still fit into it. I didn't really get huge.
But okay, so what were you for Halloween?
I guess I was a pregnant cheerleader. It was weird.
I guess that's better than everything sexy, like sexy nurse, sexy carpenter.
Yeah.
You're
After that, I
pregnant.
was sexy. I don't know why I did that, nor why my girlfriends allowed me to do that. I guess I was just like a oversexed teenager.
I don't
You
know.
were probably just pregnant. They just supported you.
I could still fit it. That's awesome. That I could. Still
But where do you see pregnant cheerleaders? Like to
I don't know. I just
school,
think
of
I wanted
course.
to wear my cheerleading outfit. I don't know. I guess I just wanted to wear my cheerleading outfit. That is really weird.
No, it's very weird. But
Did you just have an epiphany like that just occurred to you just now?
I didn't think about it, but I mean,
you know how that's really weird because you were biblical characters before that. Like,
Right.
ended up being like
those are both pretty weird.
Like, way to break the mold.
It is. You know what? I wish we had dressed up. I knew we didn't have time. I didn't have time.
I don't wish we had
I wish we had
dressed up.
dressed up because I watched Kelly and Ryan this morning and they were all dressed up. And I was thinking I want to dress up. Maybe next year we will dress up. I want to have the makeup that goes on your face that looks kind of like a skeleton. Have you seen it? It's really dope. Candy did the character from It, and it's really dramatic makeup. It just looks really dope. I want to do it next time. I want to be a sexy skeleton.
Sexy skeleton.
Yes, a sexy skeleton. Yes. Yes.
Isn't that just a skinny bitch?
That's just a skeleton. Yeah, it's just,
That's funny.
So the sexy part of it is subjective, right? Am I right?
Right.
Sometimes, everybody ain't sexy. So just because you say you're a sexy skeleton,
No, I want, but the makeup is going to make it's going to
What
be.
was it like? You're
'Cause nobody's
skeleton
gonna-
with a garter belt? What was your,
No,
how's
it's
your
it's
presentation?
with very contoured cheekbones and dramatic eyes. and
nobody's
long
gonna
lashes.
say I'm gonna be a trash skeleton for Halloween.
Right.
Everybody's
It'll
gonna
be
say
a
sexy.
overly sexed skeleton.
I don't dress up for Halloween. I think it's kind of ridiculous.
You think Halloween's ridiculous?
I think all holidays are a little ridiculous.
Oh Lord.
You know what?
You're one of
I used to feel like that. I never, especially as a kid, I never really had parties and stuff like that. It wasn't until I was an adult.
Did you get to come out of the
It
bedroom?
wasn't until I was an adult that I dressed up for Halloween
Right.
and went out to a costume party and had a fucking ball. I had a ball. I got drunk. I was dressed up. I was in character all night. It was a great experience. You should do it. It's
I'm
fun.
gonna do it.
Speaking of that, Kevin, you brought some examples of the types of things that you do when you dress up.
Yeah, I don't like the
into
way he
this.
phrased that.
Oh,
What do you
let's
mean?
get into this.
You see, he made it sound like the types of things you do when you dress.
But okay, first of all, this one doesn't look like
Which one?
I don't. The one
Okay, so these are my top 3 costumes here. This is Leonard Washington.
What?
Which is really like my
That's just like you.
That just looks like you regularly.
That's you and some knockoff Ray-Bans.
Hey, look, I don't smoke
and
cigarettes.
a cigarette. But that's not a costume.
Oh, I get it. He doesn't smoke cigarettes. That's
I
the
don't smoke
costume.
cigarettes.
Kevin, stop.
Yeah.
Stop the madness.
Hey, look, you
You
never
went
had
as yourself with a
ain't-
cigarette.
You mean tell me? Hold on. You just sat up here and told me you put on your cheerleading uniform.
I said mine was whack.
You ain't spend no money for that. I ain't spend no money for this.
But I
brought
was
a
at least.
cigarette to the picture.
I was not a cheerleader. Who are you?
Leonard Washington.
No,
Dice
you're
champ.
Kevin David with a cigarette.
Dice champ.
Move on to the next one.
Yeah, this one is actually okay.
Now this one is a costume.
Rick James.
No, you're Dave Chappelle as Rick James.
Rick James, bitch.
You're Dave Chappelle as Rick James.
4 thumbs down. I enjoyed that. That was probably the most fun I had that night because that was fucking crazy. I had the fake tooth and everything, the fake gold tooth, all that.
That actually is pretty good because
That
I
one
like
does
the
look
little.
like it, yeah.
Is that a shirt jacket thing?
Yeah,
It's
the jacket.
tiger. It's tiger print.
Yeah, that's
Tiger
dope.
print.
That one that's pretty good. Now this one,
Kevin, that's not a.
that's
you know
just
what?
you. That's just you.
That's you. You're on your way to a job interview.
This is why I end up donating telling people donate $1 to coolmilio.com for the scholarship. Because every time I go somewhere, I get you either Dave Chappelle or Silva from Power or some shit. So I can't avoid my face, so I'm going with it.
But what does that have to do with Halloween? And you don't look like him.
I have to be scary? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
But you're not him. You were going to a job interview. It doesn't even look like a costume.
I wasn't going to a job interview.
It does look job interviewee.
It does.
Yeah.
Because I had on the 3-piece. See, y'all just think that black people can only wear suits at court and church.
Or Halloween.
That's the
what we
only
think.
time that y'all have seen. That's
That was
it.
not. I don't believe that picture was from a Halloween
I was
party.
either fighting for my life or fighting for Jesus. That's the
No.
only
Yeah.
thing. When you see black people in a suit, that's all y'all think.
No, I think that you took that
Step
picture.
outside the box.
I think you took that picture one day when you were headed somewhere, and then you
Yeah,
decided.
it was a Facebook post picture. And
Right,
then
and
all
he
of a
decided,
sudden, now some
"Oh, look, I'm
girls
silver."
that probably have crushes on Kevin said you look like that guy. But y'all don't even look alike.
Why are you hating?
No, they do
Oh
look
my
like Dave
God,
Chappelle.
You be hating
They do.
part-time.
I'm not hating.
I swear you hate 20
Am I
hours a
hating?
week.
I think they do
Clock
kinda look
in and
alike.
hate on me.
I don't think they look alike.
I think they look slightly alike.
I don't think so. I think
see
he
it.
does look like Dave Chappelle.
I see. I just don't think it's a Halloween costume because silver, like that's. I don't
I
get
didn't
it.
say I was going to win a contest with Silva.
I was just saying, like, who does he frighten? Like, you know,
Rick James, I was like,
Rick James is
you're probably
I was
like
number
one-
2.
Yeah, you should have
I was
been
number 2.
Yeah,
Rick James is very cartoonish, so I get it.
yeah.
The guy with the cigarette, he's a cartoonish caricature type character, so I get it. But Silver is like just a regular walk around the streets dude. Like,
Well, see here, because here's the thing: most Halloween costumes suck. Most Halloween
but he
costumes are
just was
terrible.
introduced-
They're like regular shit. Like you just put on a bodysuit and some ears, and
And
all
you're
of
a
a sudden
sexy
you're
cat.
like.
It's an excuse to be sexy.
How many years you been
I
sexy
think
cat?
Halloween is a great excuse for women to dress sexy. Sexy
Oh, man.
cop, sexy cat, sexy skeleton.
Woo, woo.
you get to let your inner hoe out.
Wee, wee, wee. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
feel
all
you.
that.
Do that.
No,
You just like. So what's the connection with this candy? This big ass bag of candy.
I brought
corn?
candy for you all, and then you told me you don't like candy corn, which I
hate-
think is foolishness.
How many pounds is that bag?
This is.
She couldn't even pick it up.
It
You see
is,
this shit?
it is 48 ounces. It's 3 pounds.
Heavy as shit.
3
It's a
pounds.
3-pound bag of. This is the best Halloween candy. It's autumn mix.
What?
It's autumn mix, guys. I tried to bring them some to get us in the Halloween spirit.
No,
Do
no,
you
I
like
appreciate
candy corn?
it. Sure, candy corn is delicious.
It is delicious. How do
Candy
you
corn
not-
is terrible. It's not even. I don't know what. I don't believe it even qualifies as a food. Did the
a food
FDA?
is candy. It's candy. It's
No,
not food.
this is.
It's got nutrition facts in the bag, so it must be nutritious.
Yeah.
You're supposed to throw this in the yard.
You know what?
I appreciate your gesture.
I appreciate
There
Thank
goes.
you.
There goes a
Thank you, to be
sponsorship
honest.
from the candy company.
No, Brock's is, and you have to get Brock's. You can't get Zachary's. You have to get the Brock's candy. Yeah. But you know what? Okay. So aside from Halloween, this weekend I drove to surprise my son, right? He got a scholarship. We talked about that. I drove to surprise him, and I have to acknowledge I listened to Big Crit's album, and it's really good. Like, it's really, really good. That was my first time ever on a 16-hour trip
Right.
listening to Big Crit, so I put it in listen.
Dope.
He's really dope.
It's not what you were thinking, right?
It's not what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking, but I will say this: it sounded a little bit like on some songs I felt like it was reminiscent of Outkast. Other ones, UGK. He has a great song. I'm always going to like more commercial sound and stuff. So he has a record on there with Lloyd that's really dope. That they kind of sampled Juvenile. Lloyd. They sampled the Shake It Like It's 1999, the Juvenile record.
That's not a song. But
yeah, it's not called that, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
Shake it like it's 1999.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Girl, you working with some thing? Yeah, it's a thing,
yeah. Yeah.
Right.
It's dope, though, the way they sample it, Lloyd singing. It's dope. It's super dope. But I wanted to bring that up because we talked about Big Crit, and I'm noticing that all weekend I was noticing people were really, he had a listening party here on Thursday, I think, of last week, and we're here in Atlanta, and people are really talking about this project,
glad,
like it's going to
man.
be the one that is kind of puts his career in a different place.
I'm glad.
Yeah, this album is definitely dope. I'm glad that he finally released some stuff. And actually, you know what? For some reason, part of the album kind of reminded me of Biggie, Life After Death, and not because it's a double disc, but sonically, I couldn't put my finger on it, but sonically there was something there that reminded me of that.
I think
and
there
I
are a lot
still
of
got
influences.
UGK and Outkast and all of that.
I think if there's any criticism...
Tip on there, Tip snapped on there too.
Yeah, he did.
I think if there's any criticism of Big Crit, it is that. It's almost dated. Because it's so heavily influenced that he's pulling from so many things from great music, but because of that, he's having to kind of go back to do it.
Yeah.
And some people feel like, oh, that just sounds like something I've heard. It sounds something like something old.
Yeah.
I think that would be his biggest criticism, but I still thoroughly enjoy all of it. So
I enjoyed it, and I also noticed, to your point, Rolling Stone listed him in an article, a recent article, like as this is like a breakaway album, that this is his time. So
I hope so.
Yeah.
I really hope so.
I'm glad he didn't try to do some stuff that sounds more like the rest
Everybody
of
else,
hip hop that's out right now with the super fast cadence and sound
well,
like
he
Amigos.
seems like one of those people that's going to be authentic regardless of what others are doing. There's some artists that are able to kind of they are able to be influenced and cajoled into changing their sound just because they want to be popular. But I haven't followed his career like you have, but he seems to be someone that is going to be authentic at any cost. And so those are the people I think that win big in the long run.
Just takes a while.
It takes a while. Yeah, but shouts out to him, and I did listen on my journey, and I enjoyed it.
And you know who else's album is dope that I was listening to this weekend? Ty Dolla $ign.
I heard that's good. I heard Ty Dolla $ign is really good. I haven't heard it yet, but I heard it's good.
Yeah, he's the new Nate Dogg. Definitely.
Wow.
He's new Nate, but his records are dope. I think he's a better writer than Nate.
I think Nate Dogg is a little bit overrated. I know I'm probably going to go to black people prison for that, but
I think he could be too.
Nate Dogg was a little bit. I think it was just he picked the perfect time to be a non-singing, cussing rap dude.
Well, and then it was an affiliation too, because he came out with Snoop and that whole the Dog Pound and all that. So yeah,
what's crazy is he had more hits than all of them because he was on everybody's song.
He was.
So he ended up having more hits than all of them. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But honestly, Nate Dogg was not the dude you getting to sing at your wedding.
No.
Unless he's singing Gangsta Lean. Y'all remember that song? You like that?
Did Nate Dogg sing that?
No, he didn't sing that. It was a group called DRS. DRS.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Yeah, DRS.
Yeah, I remember that. This is for my
homie.
Right. I remember that. No, but yeah, it was a good musical weekend. Good musical weekend. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that we brought up the mention of Big Crit and Rolling Stone. I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal. So speaking of that, we definitely want to shout out our sponsor, Caribbean Blue. I had a chance to actually speak with one of the partners, Miss Lori with Caribbean Blue this last week, and they're doing some great stuff in the Caribbean that we definitely want to recognize them for. I don't know if people are thinking about it because I think we have such short attention spans, right? And so we move on from disasters very quickly, but there's still a lot of islands in the Caribbean that have not recovered from the hurricane. And again, the proceeds from this water go back to a lot of those islands that are dealing with that. And most importantly, this is just a great bottle of water. It's something that people need to be aware of, that when you are drinking bottled water, you need to make sure not only is the water fresh, but also that the bottle is biodegradable and has no harmful BPAs or anything in the bottle that's going to affect the water. So it's not just the water, it's also the bottle. So shouts out to Caribbean Blue for creating a product that is 100% healthy. 2 year shelf life. That means you can leave the bottles on the shelf for up to 2 years and you're still not going to get any negative or unhealthy backlash from the bottle.
That's dope.
Yeah. And it's just dope. So definitely want to shout them out.
I need some more. I'm a water drinker, so
we're gonna get us some cases here.
I would love.
Yeah, I have to get some cases here, so you guys can taste it. And because to me, I can tell the difference. But most importantly, I know that I drive a lot, and I have water bottles in my car, so I don't have to be worried about the bottle becoming a problem if the water.
Have y'all ever noticed that if you drink sodas, you have to use the bathroom hardly at all, but if you drink water, you got to use the bathroom quickly?
That's true, yeah.
That's weird, right?
That's very true.
Racial, some. I think because it's the dark colas.
Kevin, this is our resident health expert. Our resident health expert. What is that about? What is that?
Well, actually, the sugar that's in those
sodas,
beverages,
right?
It doesn't pass through your body as smoothly as water does.
You know what, man? Even though you just made that shit up on the fly, I think that's true. I would gamble on that.
I always think I just be.
But
it's obviously made that up.
I'd be making up shit.
It's kind of hard though, because when you are trying to drink water, and it's like inconvenient to keep going to the bathroom.
Yeah, it is.
It's very inconvenient, especially when I know you're supposed to drink like a gallon of water, which is hell. Like
I've seen people try to write those little lines.
Yeah, I saw this girl that had on her bottle, it was like Beyonce at the top. And then so if you drink your full gallon, you're on Beyonce status. And then it's like half the jug is like Kelly. And then the lower third was like Michelle.
Man, y'all be playing Michelle.
Right, Michelle can sing. But look though, if you're not gonna drink the full gallon though,
you don't want to be Beyonce.
If you're not gonna drink the full gallon, you should be drinking great water. If you're only gonna drink a little,
you should be drinking Caribbean Blue.
Yeah.
You should be drinking Caribbean Blue, but you want to drink as much water as possible. I do believe that that's a health. It's definitely good for our health because we are supposed to be. There's no way that things should go into our body and not come out, but. It is weird.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Yeah. And you know what? Speaking of which, too, because it is, being that it's Halloween, it's the last day of October, so that means that No Shave November starts tomorrow.
Woohoo! Lots more men with beards, hopefully. Yeah.
So, wait, have y'all heard of No Shave November? Like, you know what it is? And, like, what's the...
I get an email.
You get an email. So you
from
signed
who?
up.
Who you get an email from?
I think it's Movember or something.
Yeah, there's an actual group. They have a website. There's an organization.
Movember?
Where, they may not necessarily be as fancy as like Susan Komen or something.
Right, Susan G. Komen.
Yeah.
But it's a month-long campaign of awareness specifically in reference to cancer.
Okay.
Now, they didn't say that, I think maybe in years previous, it was just for prostate cancer or, things that affect men. But they actually, now I read that it's for all cancer patients because people who are suffering from cancer a lot of times lose their hair. And so that's the idea behind growing yours.
So this is actually this is a brand. No Shave November is an actual brand.
Right.
So that's different from the Movember one that I get the emails from. They're different.
Yeah, I noticed there were a few others on the website, but this is the actual thing.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So it's a month-long campaign. They're encouraging people to not shave and to grow your hair out in reference to cancer awareness. Ladies can participate too.
Uh-oh.
Right?
Grow your beards out, ladies.
Hell yeah. Grow your beards.
Don't tweeze that.
Let your legs grow freely.
Oh, no.
Right. If you want a little underarm hair, rock with it. Do you
What
think
in
this
the
is
world? Okay, I don't like
because
this
this is
campaign
for
now.
awareness? This is to help share with people what cancer patients are
I'm
going
totally
through.
thrown off.
See,
I don't
let those
understand how
legs
that-
go
Yeah.
natural.
Participate
Skip that
by
waxing.
growing a beard, cultivating a mustache, letting those legs go natural, and
Natural.
skipping that wax appointment. Yep.
That is so. I'm thrown off. That is very strange.
You gonna skip your wax appointment?
I'm not skipping it, and I don't think that anybody wants their girl to
look,
skip
look
it.
what it says
and
there.
how is that going to help?
And
They've
then
someone?
addressed
also,
you. They've
and then
addressed
also you can take the money that you would normally spend on shaving and grooming and donate that towards cancer research.
And it says if you're not ready to get hairy, Christal, sit back and support someone who is. So you don't.
I will sit back and support. I don't like the hairy.
Crystal got a mustache. I don't
Goonie
know
goo
why
goo.
Oh my God.
Goonie goo goo is what I say for women this month. Goonie goo goo.
Yeah, I hate you. Do you want? What do y'all think about hairy legs? You remember when Monique made that statement that she wasn't? Well, she doesn't shave her legs. There are a lot of women that do not shave their legs.
I don't mind hair so much.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like majority of the time, my wife keeps everything completely clean.
Right.
But sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it's been a week and she's been real busy or something, and there'll be some hair on her legs or whatever. She might, you know what I'm saying, I might feel it in bed like, whoa, it's friction. But it's not that big of a deal. Maybe, a little underarm hair pops up every now and then because she's busy or something. I get it. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't
But
bother
what
me at
if
all.
it's like
You're a
it's
human
long,
being,
though?
though. You're allowed to be human.
What do you mean by long? How long?
Well, if the woman doesn't shave it, I mean, some people
You talking about like on her legs?
on her legs, yeah, it can get pretty long.
Well, Crystal,
Some
if
women.
you show up to the show next week and you have a beard as long as mine, I would react differently.
I would hope
Yes.
so. I would hope so.
You would notice a change in my behavior.
I don't have my legs actually don't grow hair like that, so
Yeah.
I don't have that issue. But I remember it being a big deal. Like I said, we visited Monique's show, and
Yeah.
she had really long hair on her legs. But then I remember some guys saying they thought that was sexy.
I don't know about sexy, but I don't mind it. Now, however, I do not like bald vaginas. I think that's ridiculous. That's just me. If it's gonna be
Like a
bald,
baby a big baby vagina.
If it's gonna be bald, it has to be all the way waxed.
At least a
bald.
low Caesar.
Oh,
You know,
I don't-
quarter inch.
I don't know about getting a hairdo. I'm talking about just, you know what I'm saying? I
like
don't.
a landing strip.
Yeah. I don't like it down where stuff, you know what I'm saying? I don't like it where it creates friction and hurts. But, maybe just above a little bit. Just something delicate and nice. But I'm not for the shave it all off stuff unless it's wax. Because, wax is a whole different level. I don't know if you guys know that, but wax is that's a whole nother level.
It is. That's funny. Okay. Well, I don't know if that was included in the no shave.
Yeah, don't
November,
shave that
but
for November either. Just let it
I'm
connect.
sure it is. Check the rules.
It did say that
I
you're
don't
not
think they
supposed to
would
groom anything.
Specifically imply.
Yeah, let
but
it connect.
did
Let
say
all your hair and
you're
your body
waxing.
Oh
connect.
my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like Frida, you just do one brow cross.
That
Yeah.
unibrow. I will say waxing is probably like the best thing, but it is. God, men don't have to get a Brazilian wax. I'm telling you, that is
Oh no,
ridiculous.
you have not listened to the No Nonsense Show.
Have you guys done
No,
Brazilian wax?
we have not. Jay Smooth got a Brazilian wax in his dookie shoot, in the front shoot, all of it, everything.
What?
Yes.
Okay, first
Why
of all,
would a man do that?
Why would
He
you call
said-
it a dookie?
This is going off rails.
Because that's the gayest thing I could think of. And to me, he said he had to spread his butt cheeks apart.
He's just enjoying
He's
this.
so tickled
Be
by
honest,
that.
just
huh?
enjoying
my
this.
God.
Meanwhile, I'm like,
This is not what we were talking
Oh
about.
my God. He had to put his legs back like in the bunny ears. You know what the bunny ears is? Where your legs go back over your head like look like bunny ears.
He didn't have to do it.
He had to put his legs back in the bunny ears and spread his cheeks open so that they could apply the wax.
hey man, I don't even like your hand gestures.
Why
I don't
did he
care.
do that?
You're asking me a question by another grown man. He says, I think he said something about I don't want to paraphrase. It's all wrong. It doesn't matter why he did it.
We need that clip. We need that clip. We'll put that on the social media.
Oh wow, yeah, it's pretty bad.
That is definitely a no shave November bad testimony. Jesus.
Wow.
But my point was, it is painful beyond your wildest.
Waxing?
Yes,
I would imagine.
the Brazilian is like, oh.
I would imagine. So Kevin, give us the reason. Are you were participating in this year, or you have for many years?
Well, I've tried to in previous. I felt like I never really made it entirely through the month because I wasn't sure about like. Well, people have questions like, can you groom at all? Can you trim? Can you? How uncomfortable do you have to be? But you actually can. According to them, you can trim or groom if you wish. Yes.
Is that actually helping cancer patients? I don't think that's actually
by growing hair or it's creating awareness.
It's the act. It's not. It's just a gesture.
I don't get that.
So, do you wear pink in October?
I do.
Why?
I wear
does that
pink
help? Does that actually help?
I wear pink all year.
Does that actually help?
I wear
breast
pink all
cancer?
year. I don't. If I wasn't into pink, I don't like when guys wear pink. I think it looks.
Sound like the football players. You don't like that?
I don't like it. But I mean, I just don't think. But I get the sentiment. But still, I just don't know that. I don't know that even brings awareness. Like if a guy at work comes into the office and his hair is just growing out and he looks a hot mess, I'm not going to be
dirty,
like,
right?
Oh yeah, you're helping support the cancer victims.
Well, I think you know what in terms of it's almost like Kaepernick did. Did Kaepernick save anybody from getting shot because he got on one knee? No. However, when they asked him why, he was articulate enough to explain, "Hey, this is why I did what I did, and this is why I'm going to continue to do." And
there's a close correlation. I just don't know that no shit because I do. I mean, obviously, people that are dealing with cancer lose their hair because of chemotherapy. And what that does to the body. But I just don't.
But that's a weird but.
No, it's not. I don't mean a but in that regard. It's a horrible experience. I've gone through that, but I don't think that this campaign is. I don't see the correlation of how that will make people aware of that. That's just my opinion. I do like when guys have beards, though.
Messy,
not messy beards.
But you have heard of No Shave November?
I didn't know that it was actually had anything to do with cancer patients. I thought it was just, guys not shaving because I know that some guys have to shave a lot. Like if you have a bald head, you have to shave a lot. So I thought that was just an opportunity for men not to have to shave because I know if you work in a corporate environment, you have to shave. If your hair grows,
military,
you have to shave a lot. Yeah, so I thought it was just an opportunity for men not to have to shave as rigorous, in such a rigorous fashion. It's a month where they kind of
but why would we make a thing out of it? Men don't give a shit. We'll just do it. We'll just not shave.
See, I think I messed up to do it this year because I was not shaving and stuff because I was about to get a haircut. But now I've got I got a few hours.
Well, I was debating on whether or not I was going to actually shave clean today and start fresh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like start clean face, Ben Vereen on November 1st.
Right.
Or I'm going to just keep what I got and roll. But I think what I'm going to do is take a selfie every day and, make a video or something and post that.
So you can't shave your head either.
My journey.
You can't shave your head either. Yeah. Well,
I'm probably going to shave my head.
See that?
Yeah, I'm probably going to shave my head. Because, man, I was telling somebody, I don't want to look like Rastafarian either. Like, I don't want to it's a complete contradiction. How you got hair all the way to the floor and bald spots? It don't make sense to me.
But that's my point. Like, that's why I just don't, it doesn't,
it's not authentic?
I don't think it's
authentic. But you can be bald head with a full beard, like, down to your dick if you have to. But it's just... And it's cool. Anyway, we were talking about cancer.
Cancer, yes.
Cancer was the reason for doing all this. And I've had some health issues as well, but and heading in that direction, which I don't really talk about. I never really told too many people about that. Until now, maybe.
Yeah, you're telling a few people.
But, and then my father is an actual prostate cancer survivor as well. Okay. So, yeah, it's close to my heart.
Yeah.
I feel that the least I can do is forego a shave or two.
Not from the head.
What are the numbers on prostate cancer? Is that like something that's like, is that the number one for guys?
What, prostate cancer? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's up there. It's definitely up there. And matter of fact, I want to say part of the reason that it is because of our diet. Men eat, we take masculinity in eating a lot of meat. Mm-hmm. And the meat sits in like steak and burgers and hot dogs and bacon. I mean, you cannot snatch bacon from a motherfucker. No. That's like fight. But yeah, a lot of that stuff that we call, part of our masculinity sits in our system and gives us issues later down the road.
Yeah, and I also know that men don't go to the doctor as often as women do. So where getting checkups and things like that, a lot of times that is all in that hyper masculinity.
Yeah, and I mean, this particular check is a little weird. It's a little weird. This ain't the normal.
Yeah.
What exactly is? Share with us, because I don't know exactly. Is there some coughing? I know there's some coughing involved.
It's a finger in your ass.
Yeah, there's no coughing. That's a physical.
Matter of fact, I saw something when I was researching this on the internet, I saw somebody did a picture and they were like, don't be scared of the finger. I was like,
it's not a good campaign.
Right.
Slogan, no.
I need an Asian woman doctor
right.
to check my prostate. Somebody with tiny hands. Be gentle.
So what age do men need to go start having their prostates checked?
Late 30s.
Oh, wow.
You guys are right there.
Yeah. And you know what was crazy
think that
too?
we should actually talk about it. We should actually have a segment when you all
should
go
video it.
Get your you should go live. We can go live on the Facebook page.
You want to go to the doctor and take some cameras with you?
Nope.
Are you going to go?
You want to think
though?
about it?
Nope. I think that you need to go. Let's make the appointment. Let's encourage the listeners and the viewers to do it along with you.
We'll
all.
do Doctor Day.
No.
Be honest can go to the
Come on
doctor.
now. We just talked about we don't want
Christal and get her JJ rejuvenated.
Leader in this.
Right, but he also said don't eat a lot of meat. I'm not doing that either. Come on.
I know a lot of men have started embracing that though. We just did a photo shoot with Neo and his beautiful wife yesterday for Rolling Out, and he's a vegan. There's I can't.
I was going to say
anywhere.
he looks skinnier.
He's
got more slim.
He's super lean.
He already had the tux on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's super lean now. So I mean, I can't go anywhere without hearing another guy that's decided to
trend.
Somebody saw What's the Health and another.
I'm a natural contrarian, so the trend has to die before I even consider it. So the whole vegan thing is not gonna happen.
I hate that part because you can't. The truth ain't trendy. It's the truth.
Come on.
Come on. Who the fuck has died from eating more vegetables? Nobody's gotten sick from more vegetables.
Toxicity is just the overage of anything. It can be vegetables. It can be anything. You can get toxic levels from eating broccoli. Yes.
And
fruits and vegetables make people sick left and right. It's an epidemic.
If you can overeat,
says no.
Anything.
Well, it's also the pesticides that are used now.
That too.
With vegetables and fruit. So if we were eating organic, I literally have a goal. I don't know when I will accomplish this, but I would like to be able to be on a total fruit and vegetable diet.
Another
I think
trend.
That would make
organic.
Another trend. Berries.
Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to be eating stuff that is processed and created. I think we're supposed to be eating things that are natural from the ground.
You ever ate a chicken wing and tasted the injection?
Maybe.
Oh my God, I haven't. No.
You ever had a chicken wing this tastes like growth hormone?
How would you know what growth hormone tastes like?
I was being
like chicken.
facetious. I don't know what.
I'm not very.
Chicken wings.
You see,
delicious.
that's why.
Chicken wings are worth a finger in your butt.
Okay, and yes, all right.
You're telling me you're gonna stop.
When you put it that way, I mean, no.
You're not eating chicken wings anymore? If they said that, come on, man. Chicken wings are more delicious than a finger, the slight inconvenience of a finger in your butt.
And because I've been known to go to that Publix deli and
you brought them here before.
Hell yeah. We doing 90-10.
Delicious.
I would bring wings all the time.
Delicious.
Wings, chicken wings are icebreaker.
When we went to our production meeting, we had chicken wings.
You're not willing to take that for just a slight inconvenience of an small Asian woman's finger in your butt? I'll take that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no freak or nothing. I am a freak, but not like that. I think I'll deal with.
I mean, but I'm going to follow up with some kale. I'm going to OD on the kale and flush this shit out.
If I got to get a finger in my butt, I'm going to be unhealthy. It's not fair. I'm not going to be healthy too.
Kale is not flushing out chicken wings, but speaking of,
hey man, you got to do what you can.
Speaking of prostates, so I read this study. Basically, that was asking people how often should healthy couples have sex. Okay. And one of the points in this article is that it is actually a lot healthier for men to have sex on a regular basis because that is good for the prostate.
Okay.
So basically, that's one of the points in the article is that in order to stay healthy, obviously sex has a lot of different benefits to it besides prostate health, depression, It's a good form of exercise and staying active, and also like self-esteem. It like boosts confidence.
So, okay, but
Seriously,
from strictly a health standpoint, though,
right?
It's not necessarily sex; it's just ejaculation, correct?
No, because actually, the intercourse and being with someone, it doesn't have to be it could be a man or a woman, but having sex builds confidence.
No, I'm talking about for the health reason, the prostate.
That
or
is
whatever.
part of health. Oh, for the prostate is ejaculation.
Okay, so that could be masturbation or sex. I'm just saying, like, you know, that's important information.
But you know what? Matter of fact, I think this is part of the reason that more men are going vegan is because, like, those that aren't and still be trying to, like, pop that Cialis or that Viagra. Yo, if your blood can't flow, your dick can't get hard.
That's a good point.
And if you can't, if you like pride yourself on your
virility?
ability in the bedroom,
Virility, yes.
right, and you can't get up all of a sudden, that's a problem.
Well, it says, I'm going to tell you guys.
I eat some peppers for that.
That is a huge deal. I have a friend that's an OBGYN, and she always says that women come in and they're upset because their partner, they're not having sex on a regular basis. And a lot of times it is because of the blood flow and circulation. If a man is pre-diabetic or has high blood pressure, those are some key things that will keep him from being able to perform in the bedroom. Other things are depression. So you want to start doing it before you get depressed.
So like having to eat kale or weeds or vines every day for dinner, that's not depressing. That's depressing.
That's not depressing.
I would rather have a
feel
salad.
Better, though. You're going to feel better eating the kale.
Man, I would rather have a salad and beat it up.
Okay.
I want
So we got two extremes here.
Stir it like.
Deanna says he would rather eat the chicken wings.
Food is an event to me. Food is delicious. I like all kinds of breads. Come on, breads, meat. Come on, food is delicious. Food is an event. Food is a very important part of my day. I'm not joking. Sometimes at night I'll be about to go to sleep and I'll plan where I'm going to go tomorrow to get some food. Like food is very important to me. I couldn't imagine settling for a nice paper salad.
Paper salad. Oh my God!
A green, thinly sliced paper salad.
See, but you know what? See, because when you, and I think everybody feels like that at first.
Nope.
Right? You feel
I've tried it.
And then all of us, like, because when time goes on, time has a way of catching up with your ass, right? And so you'd be cool for now, and then eventually you start having chest pains and shit.
No, here's the thing, right?
Or your dick don't get hard, and your woman start talking shit about you. You can't stay hard for nothing.
You just know that she's disappointing you. You just know that she's disappointing you. Now, I think that there's probably a middle ground for everybody, because I do think that, you know, not eating meat, the vegan lifestyle obviously isn't for everyone. It is trendy right now, but there are obvious perks to eating and having a healthier diet. Can you not agree to that?
Nope. Nope. To me, it's all
I admire
trend.
your willingness to stick to your
But
gut.
you know what? I think be honest is most people right now.
What?
I think he's most people right now. They're just like, nope, I'm stuck in my ways. I'm not going to do it.
I'm not stuck in my ways.
I have this, matter of fact, because I have this conversation with my grandmother just went in the hospital for high blood pressure. I got an uncle that's in the hospital right now going through chemo for cancer. All because of their diets. My dad is the only one that's changed.
You are saying that that's because of their diets, but you don't know. They don't have all the information to know. They're very healthy. There are very healthy vegans who get cancer.
That's true.
Come on, man. We cannot keep doing that. We can't keep saying.
And there are people from back in the day, like this whole health resurgence, which I think is great because you always want to make your life better. But realistically, black people have been eating crazy for years, and by design, unfortunately. But a lot of times we didn't have the cancer. I mean, cancer has become a huge issue in the last, about 30, 40 years. But think about when slaves were eating chitlins. I mean, and living to be 109, 110 years old. So I think that the food has changed, but I don't think that it's always just the foods. It's the food that we're eating, because there are people, I know my grandmother lived to be almost 90 years old with Alzheimer's and did not eat healthy at all.
Right.
She smoked cigarettes. But physically, now her mental state was obviously gone because of Alzheimer's, but physically, she was fine.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I
Define fine. Because at 95, like, she wasn't out, like, kickboxing and shit. Like,
she was able to move around without, she was able to walk around.
move around. So
Yeah.
she didn't need y'all to help her
She didn't
up
need,
the stairs.
Not my grandmother's issue was her mental state,
Right.
not physical.
Okay.
And I know a lot of, I have aunts, uncles that are physically fine, and they have not eaten a healthy diet. I'm not saying that that's an excuse and that we
Right.
shouldn't be healthy, because I think that everyone should try to better themselves. But I do think this idea that food is the killer, and if you don't do certain things, you're going to have an unhealthy life, can be misleading, because you know, you just see you see people that are vegans and work out every day and they have a heart attack and die.
Right.
It's like, what?
Well, you know, I have
He ate everything. He didn't eat.
I mean, there are bodybuilders that pass out. Oh,
well, a lot of them are unhealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those guys
I
don't,
dated
you know.
one of them, and they do a lot of things.
they take a lot of chances.
Yeah, they do things in excess to get certain results that can be
Supplements and
unhealthy.
stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually have a
but
testimony.
strong is disguised as fit.
Right.
A lot
Right.
of times.
Right.
It's disguised
skinny.
as health.
Skinny
Yeah.
is disguised
Oh, yeah.
as fit, because there are a lot of people that do things to lose weight that are very unhealthy, but they look good.
I actually have a testimony about this. I know you think that I've never tried, but actually last April, I did decide to eat clean. What? That's the truth. Me and my wife decided to eat clean. We had no meat whatsoever. Maybe fish. I don't know if you could. Some people don't consider fish a meat or not. So
I'll let you slide. You're a pescatarian.
pescatarian, very much so. We had quinoa. We had all the nasty shit you can think of. We had all of it. We did it all. And I'm not lying to you. In 2 weeks, I lost 22 pounds.
in 2 weeks.
Wow.
2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I lost 22 pounds. What that tells me, though, is that I'm supposed to be smaller than I am, because my body was just ready to bounce into it. You know what I'm saying? It took no effort other than just eating just that, you know? But
You didn't work out at all.
well, I did work out, but it wasn't strenuous. It wasn't like, strenuous. It was just like a very mild workout just to keep my muscles moving or whatever.
Okay.
But 22 pounds in 2 weeks. So I'm not saying that it's not good for some things. I'm not saying that it doesn't have positive benefits. All I'm saying is I don't know that I was happier. I don't know that I was happier when I was doing that.
Did you not feel better being smaller?
I didn't feel better about eating. And I'm telling you, eating is an event to me. So they need to figure out something for people who think eating is an event and eating that, because I didn't feel satisfied ever after a meal.
You know what? I think, matter of fact, because here's one of the, like, when maybe I'll post videos and talk a little bit more about my path there. But one of the things that I think that people do wrong when they go vegan is that you eat little ass salads. Right? You think, oh, this is what I'm supposed to eat. Portion control. No, you're eating, like, because you're eating vegetables, you still have the same size stomach. Eat large quantities of that shit.
No, that's not what I mean by satisfied. I'm talking.
Don't eat one banana.
He's not
7.
enjoying the food.
You know,
though.
MSG just does something to your taste buds. You know that, right? Like it just has.
You was coming off that crack.
No, but I like crack.
He was hooked.
But I like crack though. I think that's part of my. It's part of my life.
And you lost 22 pounds in 2 weeks.
And I still would rather eat crack.
Which tells me that you was shitting up a storm.
I would
Okay,
still rather eat
okay.
crack.
All right. Okay, guys. So, first of all, I don't even know where. I'm like, first of all,
She just tried to come in and just mom the situation. All right, you guys, that's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough.
It was the crack. What was the crack thing? What
No, it
was
was him. You're shitting everywhere. Like, what type of?
It is. Be honest, at a
show is
shitstorm.
this? No,
The shit show.
this is the shit.
The real
show.
shit show.
Music, shit, and life.
That is disgusting. I'm surprised that you didn't feel better.
I
And
did.
I've heard that we use food as a drug, right? Because I know for me, if I'm getting ready to enjoy something or getting ready to watch a movie that I'm excited about, I want to eat a good meal. I want to have a good dessert. I reward myself if I did something really well. I had a great account go through. Then you go to dinner or get something that you like to eat. And so we use food as a reward, and that's unhealthy. Actually, it's unhealthy because it is suggesting that it is putting food in the place of a reward, and it's unhealthy.
Who defines what rewards are? You see what I'm saying? Like, here we go again. Like, it's about being happy. At the end of all of this, isn't it about being happy?
I am happy.
I lived a
Strawberry
good
Shortcake
life.
Sundae.
I lived a good life, and at the end, I had some complications. But I had a great life up to that. You know?
Okay, well, speaking of having a good life, so this article also gave us a list of how often people should be having sex.
I'm interested.
Right? Because we know food is amazing, but sex has to be better than food. Are you food better than sex?
Sex should be better than food.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Are we there? Are you?
Sex is irreplaceable. But
What is more enjoyable to you, a great meal or great sex?
Ooh, shit.
see, you see what I'm saying? That's tough. That's not that easy anymore. Sex is great. Sex is great. Sex
No,
is great.
answer the question,
Especially with a great
guys.
woman.
Oh my God, I feel like
I know you guys should see Kevin's face. He's just like, I don't know. Like, think
That's a
about
tough one. That's a tough one.
my eyes just crossed it. I don't know what the fuck.
He's like, can I have them both at the same time?
Yeah, I need them both. I need them
Man,
both.
that's
All right, come on, guys. Seriously, a great meal or great
Sweating?
sex?
I'm going with great meal. I'm going with a great meal, man. And I have great sex. I enjoy sex. I love it.
Yeah.
Especially with a great woman. But man, there's something about like that's
That
sustenance.
is nuts. The
That's
fact that you guys
sustenance
would
too.
Rather enjoy a meal. Kevin is still unable to respond.
He's paralyzed.
Cause it's like what would you rather have, air or like what the air? That's my first choice. What the?
It's not fair.
How I'm gonna go away from that?
A good breath or a good fuck. Like, come on, I need that breath.
You're so stupid.
I need that breath.
Kevin, come on.
You can't do it.
Which body part would you rather lose, your dick or your nose?
Right.
Oh my God.
That's a tough one, Crystal. Can we skip it? Skip.
That's a hell of a. Hey, can we put it out there as a poll? I think that's a
I
decent.
think we need to do a poll
I think that's a
because that's
decent one.
ridiculous. I would definitely say great sex.
Wow.
No hesitation.
And just be hungry and shit?
I wouldn't be hungry. I said.
Hey, but you know what? I've been single for a long time, so a great meal would I'd be satisfied. I would be happy as fuck by myself.
Oh my God.
All right, guys. So
Just go to the next question. Skip,
no, there's
skip,
no
skip.
question. This
Okay.
is statistics. Maybe
Did we
because
fail
you
the
guys are
quiz?
in the second bracket. So if you're 18 to 29, you should be having sex on an average of 112 times per year. So that's like
More than twice a week.
yeah, around twice a week.
52 weeks in a year.
Yeah.
Right. So 112 times per year if you're between 18 and 29. Now, if you're 30 to 39, you should be having it on average of 86 times a year. What is that per
About
Couple times a month.
One and a half.
times a month?
Who set these standards?
This is from it's from an online.
Are these
health
European standards?
site. Is there a difference with sexual
they lie.
regularity
They're
between
lies.
No,
His story.
So
That's about 1.5 times a week.
yeah, no, not 1.5 times a week.
86 is about 1.5 times a week.
All right, so 40 to 49, an average of 69 times a year.
So a little bit more than once a week. Barely more than once a week.
Now that's
Every
what
other
you should
month
be
you
doing.
have it twice a
That's
week.
what you should be doing. Now 13%. This study also shows that 13% of married couples have sex only a few times a year.
Only a few?
13%. Yeah.
What is a few though? They didn't say what a few
They don't
was?
say they don't
Okay.
say that. And then also 45% of them several times a month, 34% 2 to 3 times a week, and 7% of them have sex 4 or more times a week. So I guess the study is showing that in a healthy relationship, you should be having sex at least 1 or 2 times a week.
Sounds about right. That sounds about
Good
right.
with that?
Yeah.
But some people are not doing that. They're saying that a lot of times in marriage, and we can be honest, can speak to this, because a lot of times people say that when they get married, their sex life decreases.
I don't think that's true though. I think that's always kind of been a myth. I think that you have more access to, you know what I'm saying? And like
Right. You
both
definitely
you
have more
guys,
access.
yeah, both you guys have. If you're on the same agenda, it's a lot easier than being single and having to go out there and find it and kill it, and you know what I'm saying?
Kill
like,
it?
yeah, that's a lot of work, man.
That was a hunting reference.
It's a lot of work.
Absolutely a hunting reference.
It's a lot of work, man, because you know the one you want to kill sometimes don't want to die.
True.
So you put all this work
I
in.
really hate that that's how we're talking about sex.
You put all this work in and you don't kill it.
Hey man, gotta bring something home.
Oh my God. So you think it's a myth that married couples, you think just because they're assuming that you should be having more sex because the person is right there. But
Right.
really you're probably around on average of what you would be doing.
I would say that 1 time a week, maybe in the off occasion twice a week. I think that's normal. Now, see what I don't think they're counting is: do you have more than one? Like, do you have sex more than once in a episode or a session? You know what I'm saying? Like, because like if you're about to go to sleep and y'all have sex and you wake up and have sex again, if they're counting that
They
as
count as 2.
yeah, they count that as 1 because I mean I think most people are like that. They don't just have sex 1 time. I don't know. I could be wrong, but.
Basically, this
I think
is
it's
saying
better
that a
in the
lot of
morning
people don't have
anyway.
sex that much.
At all?
They're not having sex as much as they would like to. And that's saying that, and they're also saying that it's leading to people having a lower quality of life because they're not having as much sex as they should.
All them damn cheeseburgers. It's a domino effect.
Yeah, we're right back to Kevin's theory.
I don't know. Once a week to me, I think is okay.
I want to be like 88 years old with a newborn.
No,
Like,
wife.
I'm still
Hell to the no.
You want
at
a
it.
young wife, but then what are you going to be able to do with that?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. I could have sex every day.
What?
I could have sex every 24 hours. No, I'm serious. I seriously, if the events...
Why is Christal like so upset now?
If events could work out that way, like, you know, we didn't have kids and we didn't have businesses and we didn't have jobs and we didn't have responsibilities, I could seriously, most definitely have sex every 24 hours. I crave it. However, sometimes it doesn't really pan out that way due to all the, you know, inconveniences and
life. Like one of the listeners earlier was saying before we went on live, he was like, I have a 2-year-old. My wife and I have a 2-year-old. So it's just like, we're tired. It's just, you know, life brings about these little nuances that keep you from being able to, you know, enjoy your sexuality as much. Maybe.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a true statement. It's impossible to avoid that. But I could have sex every 24 hours.
I could.
And sometimes I have to supplement my sex with masturbation for that.
I'm not mad at that. But it also...
That's healthy too.
Supplement.
No, it is healthy.
That's healthy
Masturbation is healthy. But there also isn't that another article that says that men say they can do more than they actually are able to do.
Say they can do more or say they are doing more?
Say they are doing more than they're actually... And say, because...
Doing more sex.
Lying on their dick.
They're lying, or maybe they're unaware. I don't know if they're lying or they're just unaware. So Baller Alert actually has a great article on how you know if your dick is trash, right? Yeah, how you know if your dick is trash.
How do you know if your dick is trash? First of all, Baller Alert. Do we know who's behind Baller Alert? I want to know the source first.
Well, right. I'm like, what's the legitimacy on this here? Like,
because I think the article
mission did Baller Alert go?
The article you sent in had a woman as the author at the bottom.
Of course.
Correct?
Well, only a woman would be able to tell you guys the truth.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there's a person behind this
article.
Yes, it's not just we're going to take it as the gospel because this article is written and it's on the internet and everything on the internet is true.
It's the Wizard of Oz.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, continue with your how do you know if the dick is trash?
Okay, hold on. But I will say this. Because I'm pulling up the article. I had it here on my phone. We know that men lie.
Who doesn't lie?
This is where you start.
Right. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look good for us.
All right, let's do it. Let's do a test, shall we?
Okay.
Shall we test? Okay, so
test.
The test is the article starts by saying that most men suggest that every woman that they're with enjoys their sex, right? So they assume that women are always, oh no, I'm always hitting it out the box. I always get whoever I'm with, she has a good time. How do men really know that?
Context.
What does that mean?
Pay attention.
To what?
Her.
Explain. Be honest. Explain.
Okay, so I'm with my woman. I know my woman pretty well. See, this is not just some, casual sex escapade, whatever. This is my woman. So I know my woman. So I know when she's comfortable, when she's uncomfortable. I can listen to her sounds. I can look at her facial expressions. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be in tune with what's going on. So my eyes aren't closed. I'm looking at her.
But what if she's faking?
Why would she fake?
Because women do that.
No, women don't do that.
What?
Scallywags do that. Scallywags do that.
Fake?
Yes, only scallywags fake.
Oh my God.
You're hurting yourself.
Maybe.
You're hurting yourself. You're never going to get pleased with that type of behavior.
Maybe. But I think women are taught from the jump that they have to make men feel good. Women are taught to cater to men. We were just talking about that earlier. And so catering sometimes means making him feel like he's doing a better job than he actually is.
Right. So hey, all right. Altruistic.
Yeah, we're not 2 years old though, and you have to good job.
But that's what women are doing.
You don't
that's
have
what
to
women are doing.
That.
Your fault.
Okay, so these are the top. I'm going to read these. These are the top 10 reasons why your dick may be trash. Okay.
Number 10.
Number 10. You want to start at number 10?
No, it doesn't matter where we start.
All right.
These are all going to be really bad for us. I have a feeling. It doesn't matter where we start.
Number 10 is the penis becomes whack once she finds out it's for everybody. Right? So if a man is having sex with a lot of different women, then a woman is absolutely not enjoying being intimate with him.
Does not make the dick trash. That just means she's jealous.
What? That's not true. I mean,
you can have obviously it's good. If it's everywhere, think about it.
That is not true.
Think about it.
You know how many women won't leave a nigga and keep fucking him even though he's cheating on her left and right?
But that doesn't mean she's enjoying it, though.
Oh, come on.
Then why is she there?
Because, see, that's... Oh, my God. Ladies, please have my back.
Scandalous scallywags. You see what I'm saying? Y'all having sex for the wrong reasons.
That number 9 is...
You see how she shut her third little statement down.
Is the dick is attached to a broke dude. Nothing exciting about struggling. Her faucet can't run if the faucet at the house isn't turned on.
We are not seriously going to use this as the gospel. We should have started at 1 because I can see they get more ridiculous as they go down. That is not a reason for a dick to be trash because he's broke.
I think it is.
Since when? Hold on. So here's the first thing: since when are all women like girl boss?
Right. Everybody is
like all women make 6 figures.
No, I don't think all women make 6 figures. I don't think, but is that what you're looking for in a woman?
That's the stereotype is that women are doing, especially with black women, they're doing well. They're running up the corporate ladder, right? And all the broke guys are the only ones that want to talk to you.
There are a lot of broke guys.
That's that narrative. Am I lying?
No, hold on. Wait a minute. 10 was not a sign of dick being trash. It's actually a sign of the dick being good.
No, it wasn't.
Because lots of women want it. So, and 9 has nothing to do with dick at all. Go ahead.
8
a leaky faucet.
The stroke game is weak.
Okay, so here we go.
It's nothing worse than a guy with a good package that doesn't know how to use it.
Okay, so hold on. First of all, she's saying he has a good package, but he
has good materials, but bad skill.
That's her problem. Again, once again, that's a she problem.
Wait a minute. Now, we're going to have to talk about that one.
That
makes no sense.
How?
That makes no sense. Just because you come to the table with the proper materials, but you don't know what to do with them. It's just like if you show up with a tool belt, but you don't know how to fix the sink. What good is that?
I bought a Mercedes, right? And it was not taken care of by its previous owner. And this is all I'm just making this up. But
obviously.
I bought a Mercedes, and it wasn't taken care of by its previous owner. So I went and got a detail. You know what I'm saying? I washed it a little bit. I got it out on the open road, and I showed it how to purr. I showed it how to run. I had to show it that, though. It was all there. The potential was all there. It was a beautiful car.
Why is it your responsibility
Because I'm the one who wants to be pleased with my automobile, and you're the one who wants to be pleased with your dick. So you need to teach it.
It's trash. He doesn't know what he's doing.
It's not trash. The package is good. It's what you said. The package is good.
I hate being honest.
It's a she problem.
It's not a she problem. It is not a woman's responsibility to show a guy how to work his package.
Wait, so you mean to tell me if you bought some clothing from somewhere and it didn't fit right?
It's not the same thing. That is not the same thing.
It's not supposed to be. It's called an analogy.
All right, number 7 is he's boring in bed.
Okay, that sucks. Now that right there.
Same 2 positions, same familiarity, nothing, no spice, no nothing.
That is boring. I give that, but women have the same fault. So that could go either way.
I never hear men complaining about women being boring in bed.
You need to listen to the No Nonsense Show.
Why don't you talk about it on Music Love Life?
I am right now. There are plenty of women who just feel like the finer they are, the more license they have to just lay there.
Oh yeah, that's the worst. Nobody wants somebody just lay.
Women believe that if they're a quote unquote now dime or a bad bitch, whatever y'all like saying, they feel that gives them the license to not be responsible for anything. Not just in sex, but just anything, period. I'm pretty, I'm fine. That's why
I just lay here and look good.
Yeah, like I'm beautiful. Like you ain't fucking nobody like this nowhere else. And they really believe that. So that can go either way.
But that's because men make them feel.
Nope, stop it.
Men make them feel that way. Okay, the next one is if you are a decent size, you're a thumper, the quick pumper, meaning you're getting to the end way too quickly.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with you on that one.
Okay.
No, that's a her problem too.
Oh my God, you are so full of shit.
I'll say this because I think regarding sex, like men don't really teach each other how to have sex.
Huh?
They watch porn.
How would they? How would
we did that. We talked about that last
Crystal,
week.
how would men teach each other how to have sex?
Exactly. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
You get naked like in a bathhouse, and
I thought you guys.
I mean, you don't
porn.
tell a man.
The bathhouse.
Most times, a man.
Kevin, what are we doing? How are you going to teach
saying,
another man how to have sex?
Has somebody come to you and say, "Hey, man, switch your stroke up. You can't just."
Oh God!
You got the smooth.
That is so
you got
weird.
The slow.
I imagine
exactly. That's why it doesn't happen.
I imagine Kevin sitting at a get together, a kickback with just the fellas, and he brings out the cucumber and puts the condom on it.
What is this, an after school special now?
I cannot.
So, that's how ridiculous it sounds.
Yeah, it does sound ridiculous. No, but that's a
That's
she
how
problem.
I know it doesn't
But
happen.
how is that a woman problem? If he comes too quick, that's
Don't
not
be
her
so
problem.
good. Don't grip it right. Don't grip it like
up.
that.
You know what?
Loosen up.
So full of
Don't
it.
grip it so tight.
All
It's
right,
too good.
No, the next one
Too
is
good.
if he stop trying to beat the walls down. I don't know who
That's
has
the
told
last one.
men. No, who has told men that being aggressive and beating it up is a good thing.
It's a mixed
Women?
message. It's a mixed message.
No, not
Yeah,
women. I
no.
think it was 50 Cent.
No, oh, come on. That was like last 5 years.
I go to Curtis Jackson for all my sexual advice.
Right. No, that's your fault. I think that's women's fault as well. I'm going to tell you why.
You can't even do that. though.
I can. I'm going to tell you why.
God.
Because you send mixed signals. Everything you always say, you wanted this huge dick. You want a nigga that can handle his
Strong
business.
man.
Yeah, but then you say, no, but be gentle. Again, it's that killer thing. Do you want a killer or do you want a punk nigga? Because you can't get, it's
My
hard to get the
God.
middle.
My God.
You want a killer, but then you don't want him to kill.
Just because you want him to be equipped with the right size does not mean that you want him to quote unquote beat it up.
So you want to get a machine gun, but you want to use it as a sniper rifle. That doesn't make sense.
Sometimes y'all do.
First of all, big does not mean
sometimes
you
y'all
wanna be
do want to
aggressive
beat
with
up.
it.
though.
Right, but sometimes y'all want to be aggressive. Y'all want to be aggressive.
I want to beat up.
Number 4
That's your fault,
is
too.
your pre. I know you're going to say this is our fault.
It is.
But you're not even being objective.
I
So
am.
what you're saying makes no sense.
I'm giving good examples.
Your pregame is horrible. You're either eating vagina like a cat licking milk or you're about to give her a total hysterectomy. There are nerves down there, sir.
Okay, now
Well, I
that is
got-
not your fault. That's porno's fault.
None of it is the man's fault, though.
That's seriously porno's fault because in porno, those women do amazing things with their clits.
What do you mean?
They have like guys will rub it like 1,000 miles a minute, and they're not caring at all about them. And the women appear to be pleasured by that. So that I think is a problem with education. That is something
You're
that guys.
never going to just admit that the
No.
man doesn't know. It's trash.
I just said that guys in education. That's not
tr- no,
trash.
it's trash.
That isn't trash.
It's trash.
He's been taught that women like that. He doesn't know any better. That's the
Kevin,
guy's fault.
I'm not talking
Society
to be honest
says that.
anymore.
That's the guy's fault. That's the guy's
I'm talking
fault.
to Kevin.
That's
'cause
fine.
You're obviously not able to answer objectively.
I like
It
how
is
women
not-
are so dismissive. Anytime you just say
because
some
he's
shit
not
that
even
they don't wanna
trying
hear.
to be honest. He
I
knows.
am. My name is Be Honest. I'm trying.
You're making too much noise.
I don't.
What?
Making
I've never
too
even.
much noise, like acting like,
I don't make
like
any noise. So
we're not talking about you, okay?
who the hell are we talking about? What other dude am I going to talk about? the fuck? Who? I'm talking about. I'm
This is
definitely talking about me.
Men and why a man's dick would be trash.
Guess what I am? A man. Guess what I
With
got?
trash.
A dick, not trash.
It's the way it is.
Number 2, if you have length, you're missing girth.
Like a pencil.
Yes, exactly. A pencil.
Y'all be picking them pencil dick niggas. Y'all already know.
How would you even know? I would
Women
admit-
nowadays, y'all check out the dick print long time before you even get his name.
I'm gonna admit I have run into a couple of pencils. Right now, I did not know. How was I supposed to know? With one particular situation, the guy was like 6'2" and wore a size 14 shoe. Big hands, gorgeous, muscular. Like, how was I supposed to know that was
Suck
going
his
to be?
dick.
Huh?
Suck his dick. You find out first.
I want. What is the problem with that? Tell me why that's bad though.
I'm not doing that. I'm
Why
not
not?
doing that first. No. First
Give
of
him
all,
some
that's-
head. Say it in the song.
Why would that be bad though? I don't know if the guys
I have a
understand why
girlfriend
that's
that
bad.
says no, and I've done this. She always says, of course, you have to do a field test first. You have to do a field test, and then if you don't feel anything, run. And I would say, if I was ever single again, that's what I
What do
definitely.
you mean if you
would
don't
do with
feel
it.
anything? Like if
If
he's
you sit on his
missing?
lap and you're kissing him and sitting on his lap and you don't feel anything, then
What if
run.
he's just like really patient? He's got really good nerves.
I've never encountered that. Whenever I didn't feel
What?
anything.
Okay, hold on. If you sit on his lap and you feel his dick, there's a problem right there.
No, that's a good problem.
Because as someone who has a dick and has women sit on his lap, there ain't no room for. That's uncomfortable.
You can feel
your
the
heavy
print.
ass. No,
You can feel the print. You can feel the print. If
Right.
you don't feel a print or any type of imprint or pressure, run.
Explain to
just
me.
grope.
Grope.
Just grab him by the penis.
Explain to me why that's a problem, though.
Little penises?
No, not little. It said long and skinny is what it said, right?
Yeah, women like girth.
But explain why that's a problem, though.
It just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. It says you don't want to bust a vein trying to grip your pencil. No
Oh,
one,
it's actually a pencil too.
yeah. You don't
That
want.
might be where I got it
You don't
from.
want to. I had one of my girlfriends told me, she was like, if you're with a guy that is very small, you're trying to like squeeze. And
Okay, but you're saying
Kegels
small.
on-
You talking about skinny or small?
Skinny.
Okay.
You're trying to do Kegels to grip it, and you're about to pass out.
So when a woman is saying that she wants a guy with a big dick, she's not talking about length.
She's talking usually about girth.
Okay, so see, because you keep saying small, I'm like, well, small if it's
Small
long.
means like as a pencil. A woman, most women, at least most women that I know, would rather have thickness than length.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So now the first one was just that, she's allergic to shrimp and you have a shellfish.
Okay, but hold on. We got to say it too, though, first, because I'm not sure that's the guy's fault either.
What?
How does he pick his dick?
He's just born with a bad one.
So he's just trash because he was born as trash? What kind of shit is that?
No, that's not shit. That is just truth. Sometimes everyone has different strengths and different weaknesses, and that's just his weakness.
That
so
does
maybe
sound like some Hitler shit, though.
No.
You're born trash.
he's born. There are some men that are just born with a very small penis.
Skinny or small?
Both.
Okay. But my problem is, though, how is the dude trash?
It's trash because there's nothing. A woman is not going to enjoy.
So
that.
just die, nigga? Kill yourself?
I mean, I don't
pretty
know.
much.
I don't
Those
know
are the
what they
rules.
need to do. I don't know what they need to do, but it's just trash. And now that means
Those
he
niggas
can
need
have,
to
he
die
could be
so we can have a
romantic
stronger
in
species.
a different way. He could have other qualities. Maybe he's very good at eating, or or treating you well, or something. Because there's some women that sex is not that important to them, so they be with a person that has trash penis.
This does feel like dick eugenics. What's the number one?
That's the number one, is that it was just small all the way around.
All the way around.
Short
Again,
and skinny.
Short and skinny. Something that a guy has no control over.
It's still
you can't
trash,
drink
though.
your milk to get a bigger dick. Like
No, you can't.
But if you can't, I will say, if you can't satisfy a woman, you can't satisfy her.
Yeah, it's not our
If
fault.
you-
How is that not?
But
his
how is that his fault though? Trash?
I'm just saying, but you know what? He's coming to a party that he may not be invited to.
I would be willing to
He
bet.
doesn't have the correct he doesn't have the correct materials to get into the party.
I think, sir, if this is if your problem is 1 or 2,
There are a lot of men out there that have this
Party,
issue.
party.
because 3 through 10 are her fault.
No, it is
well, hold
not.
on. 4 through 10 is the woman's fault. 3 is the one about too hard on the clit. I agree. You got to learn. You got to know better. If you ever been with a woman for any length
How
of time,
is it
she's
the
told you
woman's
that.
fault
Learn her
if he
body.
comes too fast?
Because you got to not be so good. So look.
Oh my
But 1 and 2, sir, if 1 and 2 is your issue, I'm telling you, don't listen to these women, man. They'll have you committing suicide. I promise you that.
Probably speaking because he's in that club, and that's okay.
I promise
Speak
you.
to your members.
I promise you that there's a woman who will like it. You just can't deal with these women that got a list of 10 things that make you trash. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
So all the little homies out there, if your woman reading this article,
You know what?
you know what to do.
I think that people who write articles like this, we should be able to see what their life is like for 1 year. Before you write
Just
this
giving-
article,
just giving some advice,
Not
or
as-
some
but it's not all
information
advice saying- that's not
based
information.
on
probably
things that she's heard and that she's encountered.
yeah, but
There's
did
nothing
she
wrong with
do any
that.
real research?
What research is there on very small dicks? There's no
That's
research.
only 1 and 2. That's only 1 and 2.
No one's gonna say that if a guy
I
comes
think the
too
article was
fast.
written by a butch lesbian.
No, oh my God!
I wanna
Y'all
know what
not
her
able
sex
to
life
just
is
be
like.
real.
Yep.
I bet she's a lay there type of girl.
See, that's the problem. Men just want to believe in this fantasy world that everything they do is amazing, and you guys are not willing to be open to the fact
and
that most
women-
It's
men
not a
don't know what
fantasy.
they're
It's called
doing.
Earth.
And women just want to believe in the fantasy that there's a guy with a 10-inch dick that's very, very delicate and nice and
Passionate.
wants to talk about your day. That's a fantasy too. Like that shit is not real. So
we're all living in a
compromise,
fantasy world.
goddamn. That's what you're gonna have to do. You have to figure out a way to deal with what do you call a shrimp?
Shrimp.
You got to figure out a way to deal with the shrimp if you want to have somebody who wants to do your nails with you and talk about shit like that. Otherwise,
I don't think there's a correlation between shrimp and nails.
for most women, they're probably going to deal with an average sized dick dude who's average with his attitude and emotions. And that's just the way it is. Fucking get over it. Don't write dumb articles talking about trash when you probably trashed in a motherfucker. Your shit probably don't even smell good. Can we talk about the smell? Can we talk about sometimes how women have smells?
We can talk about it.
Would that be trash?
That would be trash. But you know what? I do think there's two different things.
Okay.
Women, there's certain women, everyone has a natural scent, their body, right?
Okay.
Everyone's body has a different scent. Now, that is not something you can get away from. If you're with a woman and you don't like the way her body smells after she gets out of the tub, after she cleaned herself thoroughly, and you still don't, then you just don't like her, right?
So is that pussy trash?
No, it's not trash.
Why can't we just trash that pussy? Why is that pussy trash?
That pussy. No. Now,
And what a woman eats has a lot to do with her smell too.
That's true. There's also women that they have not cleaned themselves. So Kevin prefers vegan pussy.
I dated this girl one time that she drank Hennessy every day. Got off work, went straight to the liquor store.
Did she have a rasp in her voice?
No, she did. She was a beautiful girl.
Wow.
Beautiful girl, had
so
nice shape, right? All that, right?
But just a Hennessy head.
Man, that shit, it tastes like...
Seriously?
It tastes like pork sausage.
But some people like pork sausage.
No, not good pork sausage.
Not then. Not at that time. No,
you know how them old school motherfuckers be eating sauce?
What's sauce?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. Sauce.
You know what?
It's not a good taste.
Honestly, though, I will say this for that article. I'm just playing. The points she makes are valid, but...
And they are the man's fault.
No, I don't know about that. But the points she makes are valid. However, I think that women have got to figure out a way to not judge guys for things they don't control. And you have to be openly...
But what should a woman do if she's with a man and he does not satisfy her sexually?
Don't be with that man. Don't keep trashing him. Don't write articles about how trash he is.
Just leave. I'm saying, what if he has everything else besides that?
Leave.
That's not his
You're
fault.
not happy. Leave.
But I don't think that's realistic to say. I think that when you look at life, like you said, most people are going to be with average people. Most of us have average things about us. So when you get to a place where you want a real relationship, you may not find a guy that has a, what's the guy, the porno guy? There's a black guy that's in porn that's real, Mr. Marcus. You may not have a Mr. Marcus penis. He may have an average penis.
Okay.
You may have to be okay with that.
Maybe, but then you don't write an article saying it's trash because it's average.
Well, I mean,
if you're a woman and you know that that's what you like, then you need to just find you a Mr. Marcus ass nigga.
But it's not a lot of Mr. Marcuses out there.
Then find you a Peter North.
Who's Peter North?
Another Mr. Marcus ass nigga.
My only problem though is that there are guys who are being hurt by those silly words. Those are silly. Some of those words are silly.
There are guys being hurt. Do you know how many do you know how many articles there are with women?
And those should stop as well.
It's rap music that talks bad about women.
Yeah, it does. But you listen to it, you bump it.
Y'all still shake your ass to it though.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Probably.
On
the weekends.
I know Crick got a record on there. Shake that. Let me stop.
Yeah, I just like the Lloyd record. But okay, all right. So I definitely have to give a shout out to our last sponsor for today's show, lavishingluxbyk.com. Again, ladies, if you are trying to look your best and want to make sure that you're protecting your hair, you definitely want a wig by Lavishing Lux by K. They are custom-made units that literally, I've never seen a company be so specific in the way that they fit your head for the wig. You see this beautiful girl right here. She's actually Caucasian, but her wig looks like, that looks like her real hair, right?
Yeah, that does look. It
looks like a real hair. So that and the key to that is making sure that the wig is actually fit for your head. I can say because I've worn wigs before, dealing with this company, and a lot of times my head is shaped funny, which is why I always have had long hair.
You got big
have
head.
a funny.
You got a trash head.
Anyway, my head is shaped weird. So a lot of times when I would get one, no, it doesn't have lumps. It's got a slope. So it's very
shit
small.
Trash.
You
need to write an article.
It may be trash. It may be trash, but that's why I always have hair. Point is, the store-bought wigs would not fit my hair. But when I sent my measurements in for Lavishing Lux by K, they were able to create a custom unit that actually fit my head, which makes the wig lay on your head better.
That's dope.
And it's actually really cool. And honestly, guys think that women just do this because they are trying to be fake. But a lot of times wigs allow you to protect your hair. It's a protective style and allows you to protect your hair so you don't put heat on it if you're out moving around or you just want to change up your look. So definitely hit them up. The great thing about it is they've given us a code. Music Love Life 5 is our promo code. If you use that code, you will get a great discount on your own Lavishing Looks by K Wig. And I promise you won't regret it. You have to send us an email, send us pictures, and we'll post the people, the ladies that use our code and have dope looking hair. So we'll post them on the website. So definitely check them out. Their website is on our site, and you can, like I said, use our code to get a discount. And we want to see you looking lavishly luxe after you get your piece.
I want to see Christal's scalp. I bet it's got like tiny dents like a golf ball.
Like Darth Vader.
So wrong.
When Darth Vader took his helmet off.
You'd be so wrong. That's okay though. That's all right.
And you know what? That's the funny part.
I hold it down by
when women wear
myself.
wigs, like you put this, you hide your hair, right? You wrap it up and put a little thing on it or whatever, and then the wig, and then y'all think that we don't know. Like women honestly think that men have no clue.
I don't.
Most men don't.
I don't know weed.
Because your head be big as shit.
Because your hair is braided
you
down.
got extra head. How am I not supposed to notice you got extra head?
I do wonder that. Do people
I don't pay any
know?
attention.
Because especially if you have a lot of hair. I have a lot of hair underneath my pieces. So you braid your hair. That's a lot. And then you put a piece on top of that. And then you put the wig on top of that.
Wow.
It's a lot underneath
Those
there.
are layers.
It's layers, and your head is bigger. But I literally have a big face, but a small head. It's weird. If you look at my face, you probably think my head is big because I do have a big face, but my head actually is small.
You got a cute face, but your head long in the back.
I didn't say that. I don't know what he's talking about.
Anyway, definitely hit up.
You got a trash head. That's how I'm writing an article.
But it is what it is. You got to make the best out of what you have, right?
No, you got to play your strengths.
It's okay. You got cute lumps. We love you anyway.
Speaking of playing your strengths. I
know where we're going now.
I put together a little piece, and it didn't come out the way that I wanted to, viewers. So the people who are listening, you guys are going to get a better version of this. But I'm going to still play the visual because even though it didn't come out the way I wanted to, it is pertinent. All right, so Rolling Stone magazine. I think the Rolling Stone magazine is, a staple in music. They're one of the things that people rely on for knowing what's it and what's not it. I think that they're the kind of company that will check their story and not put out too much false stuff.
They have journalistic integrity.
Well, it's a benchmark in your career as well as an artist.
Right.
You show up on a Rolling Stone cover, it's a thing.
I did mention earlier that Rolling Stone made the mention of Big Crit. So,
right. So back in the day,
right.
Traditionally, to be on Rolling Stone, you would have to be the Beatles. Beatles, I think the Beatles were part of rock history.
Right. Definitely.
Or a Stone. You have to be a Stone to be on Rolling Stone, right? David Bowie, maybe.
Right.
Wow. Bruce Springsteen, the boss.
Right.
Okay.
Eric Clapton. Kurt Cobain, you got to die or something. Kurt Cobain died. U2. Madonna.
So,
maybe even an actor. Brad Pitt or Philip Seymour Hoffman. Kiefer Sutherland, James Belushi, a director, Quentin Tarantino, a show host, or just a badass character.
There's no black people.
He played Bond.
You haven't put black people.
Hold on, wait a minute. You're going too fast.
Bieber.
We have the pop guys
Taylor.
as well. The pop guys matter. Another person who had to die. You know what I'm saying?
Winehouse.
But I get it. At least those people, you feel like those people are somebody. Even
that shit sold. They did
Hitler
it.
and the
Hitler.
Pope?
Even Hitler.
They fucking did Hitler
And the Pope.
Hitler can't rap.
It's not about rapping.
He ain't sold shit.
But what I think about those people is those people.
Hell of a spin.
All of those people have had some significance. You know that whether it's a positive or a negative, every single person that was on that screen had significance, right?
Right.
You agree, Christal?
I agree.
And I know you were upset about Black Lives Matters to you, so don't worry. I didn't leave the black people out. It was just it's a different take because the black people also are significant, right? So you have to start with the King of Pop.
Yeah.
the king of pop, but not
Mike
just
as a
him.
man.
Not just him though.
Black
the
Mike.
guy who was against him.
Young Mike.
They put against him. You know,
Prince.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimmy.
You know what I'm saying? These people matter. Eddie Murphy, Janet Jackson, Bob Marley, Whitney Houston,
Right.
That's an
Miles
iconic
Davis,
Whitney cover.
Ice-T because he was so
That's iconic.
controversial. Yeah,
Snoop and Dre, Pop.
exactly.
Tupac.
Best of hip hop.
Jay.
Even the hardest working man in
Wayne.
hip hop, Lil Wayne, Kanye
Jay.
West with that crazy shit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Sports,
Chris Rock.
sports
Rock.
characters. Ali, who was an artist. Was a sports person and an activist. Obama. Then we got the new school. We got Kendrick, Beyonce, Rihanna, Bruno Mars. Once again, though, we get to this point where
Future.
I don't know, right? And then you would expect that people like
they
this,
blow
right?
his dreads in the wind?
You expect people like this would be on covers like this, right?
I don't like that.
You would think Double XL would be
Yeah.
a cover there. Somebody like that would be on, right?
Yeah.
But then I wake up and I find this.
And can I mention?
Cardi.
Wait a minute.
That's actually a nice picture.
That is the 50th anniversary issue. Like, not only is it an issue, but it's an anniversary issue. It's the 50th anniversary issue, y'all.
But hold up, I put it in a group chat, and Christal was like, "Love it."
I do love it. I do love it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I definitely, I knew we were going to have this discussion, and I'm cool with it. It is the 50th anniversary issue, which shows us how different our culture is. It's so much different in the last 50 years. You're absolutely right. All those other people impacted culture.
Right.
But Cardi is impacting culture as well. It just may not be the message that you're comfortable with. She's definitely impacting culture. She has had besides Gucci Mane, and actually I think she may have outdone Gucci Mane with the year of the best year ever. I think we need to put that poll up.
Gucci's having a great year.
What are we saying? You're saying, okay, so the
I just think
hold
that
on.
things are changed.
The people that I showed you have extreme significance. But not just extreme significance. They have a history. They have bullet points. They have bullet points of consistency and greatness and exceptional music or acting ability, or their sports, like they've risen to the top of sports, or they're, you know what I'm saying, they're the president of the United States. What has Cardi B done of significance? Please tell me.
Okay, now this is my point. First of all, it's not about individuals. It's about what is happening in the culture at the time. Media is the biggest idea of art imitating life. Media reflects what is already going on. So in all those pictures are people that culture is excited about, right? Obama obviously being the only black president. All those artists, people were embracing them for their art, but they were what was popular. That was what was on the tongues of everyone at that time. Cardi B, our culture has changed so much. I don't even know if we would embrace those type of artists today because things are so much different. Magazines and media are only giving us what we're showing them that we want to see. And that's why I think it's great, because I think that the way people are responding to Cardi, the fact that fans, people that, probably don't even watch Love and Hip Hop, all got behind this girl who represents the total opposite of what Rolling Stone covers used to represent, or what top #1 artists used to look like and sound like. And people have gotten behind her and said, we're tired of the BS. We're tired of record labels creating, what we're supposed to like. And we just want to champion this girl who's just being herself.
Right.
I think that is enough. It's not about her talent. It's about what is happening in the culture at this time. And that's what media represents. I mean, people would only put her on a cover if they felt like that cover was going to move.
Wrong. I think Double XL would put her on a cover. I think Rolling Stone has, excuse me. I think Rolling Stone has shown that they're a little bit more critical of the stars that they put on their covers.
I think they're a reflection of what their audience is excited about.
No, I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't think Rolling Stone is that magazine. I think Rolling Stone has been known for their ability to be above the fray a little bit and be the gatekeeper almost on what is popular, but what is also really good. And I think that
Give us an example of that.
I just showed you 1,000 examples of it.
None of those examples were going against the grain.
What do you mean?
None of those examples were going against the grain. All those examples were celebrating what our culture was excited about at the time.
Yes, but they also had a
Except
threshold.
for the Hitler, and that was just a shock value.
There's a threshold, though, of significance and importance. And I'm not saying Cardi B record wasn't #1. And I'm not saying it didn't deserve to be #1. A lot of people like the record. But she has one record.
I think that the cover is about what a personality is doing to the culture at that time. I don't think it even has anything to do with
what is Cardi B doing to the culture? You're saying
she's changed everything.
She has changed everything?
I think her success has changed.
She signed to a label. What are you talking about? She didn't do anything differently. She went the old school route, actually. She let somebody come in and take the whole project and make it something when it wasn't really anything.
But that's after her grinding on her own. She did.
No, her music was not her grinding on her own. Her music is, if we're talking about Rolling Stone, which is a music magazine.
Right.
Okay. Her music is the product of a label. It's the product of the whole old system. It's not this new system thing you're talking about. It's the old system. She came up because of her ability to get people excited about her. Agreed. Right. That's not a Rolling Stone cover, though. That's not the culture. That I'm not championing that
but
as
she
black
has a
people.
Number one. She has the fact that people drove her album to number one.
Her album or her single?
Her single.
Okay.
People drove her single to number one.
Okay.
People got behind.
That's not how singles get number one. People don't drive singles number one. Payola, whether you want to admit it or not,
now,
you have to.
I agree with that to an extent, but I do think there's also a balance to where it can be fans were demanding they were.
Who's waiting outside?
But you know what? There was also Cardi was able to take advantage of an anti-Taylor Swift wave.
And anti-Nicki Minaj as well.
There was a campaign when Taylor dropped her album. People were specifically and intentionally and purposefully saying, let's push Cardi so that Taylor can't have shit.
Right. And that's valid. And that's a valid point. If you think that deserves a Rolling Stone cover, I can't argue if you think that's what deserves it.
I just think that it is because, having a public relations and marketing background, I see that for a long time, marketing and public relations were the puppet masters and the gatekeepers to the business.
Right.
That's no longer a possibility at this point.
It is. Cardi B is a result of that, I think.
I think she's the anti that because she's not polished. She's not what most labels would want to put through their A&R, the department and come out with
artist development no way anyway.
But that's what I'm saying. She's the total anti what a label would want to deal with. The only reason she got that deal is because she's on Love and Hip Hop and she amassed a certain audience, and it was undeniable because she was a favorite on that show. But I think that it just shows us. I think media putting people on covers, it shows us where we are at that time. Nicki Minaj being on a Time cover, Kim Kardashian being on a Time cover. It's foolishness. Time magazine, even more so than Rolling Stone, has always been reserved for. Nobel Peace Prize winners are on Time magazine.
There was a Kim Kardashian Rolling Stone cover, but it just wasn't big enough to put in here, so I didn't do it. But
that's my point. So that's
I'm not happy about that either. But what I'm saying is we have to, at some point, black people need to define what black is. And if we're saying that that's the 50th anniversary of us, if you're telling me
it was the 50th anniversary of Rolling Stone,
if you're telling me
it's not black,
but if you're telling me
it's
though,
just what's hot in music.
Yeah, but that's our outward appearance. That's who everybody else sees. Overseas, that's what they see.
But she's not black. She's Latina.
Yeah, but nobody's saying that.
They're not saying she's black.
Come on, man. You think
so.
Non-black people are saying that she's not black? I think they are. I think that it's hip hop. It's a black thing, and we have to. Are we gonna say, okay, cool, she represents us. That's our culture. That's what we are right now. We're happy about that. Or are we gonna be like, I'm not so sure about this one. I feel like Cardi B's song is good. Every woman likes it. So how can a guy like a song dislike a song that every woman likes?
Right.
However, I'm not sure that at such a quick trajectory already, that's the cover that we give them, because I don't feel like this is deserved at this point. I'm not saying she doesn't deserve it one day, but I don't see what warranted her the 50th anniversary cover of Rolling Stone. Really, honestly, technically, I don't really give a shit about Rolling Stone. I don't even read it anymore.
Well, damn.
No, but there's supposed to be a bastion of, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're supposed to.
They set the standard in music journalism, but I just think that it's a reflection of where we are.
Yeah.
I think that magazines have a responsibility to look at what's going on and the way that we receive certain artists or certain ideas and interpret that and share that back with their. It's like journalism is a way to keep a chronicle of the way the trends that are happening. And even with Kim Kardashian and Nicki Minaj being on a Time magazine, to me that was like, oh my God, we celebrate and respect everything superficial. And I think Cardi is also a result of that same, idea, that same mindset.
That's probably true, because I think that like there are others that, how do I want to say? Nobody would be like really on that cover like that. No. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was so upset because I was like, this is not.
He was outraged. I said, let's talk about it.
This is not what I want to represent me as a black person in 2017. I was really upset, but then I had to pull it all back because anything to keep this dickhead off the cover.
Oh my God.
Anything, anybody.
Yeah,
you can put anybody
join together on that, right?
You can put anybody on the cover to keep this dickhead off the cover.
God.
So maybe it's not too bad that Cardi B's on the cover, but I don't know. I just think, we have a responsibility. I think 2017 is shaping up to be a new era for black people, and it's important that we're all involved in defining what that is.
Right.
And that means that sometimes we got to tell people no, even when we really, really want them to win. Like, I really want Cardi B to win, but I want everyone to win, but not at the expense of really good art.
Right.
Being recognized.
Right. I've heard people talking about that. I'll give an example that I think this is kind of related to when Kim and Kanye Kardashian wanted to be on the cover of Vogue.
Right.
And at first they were turned down, because Vogue that's a whole different, ball game, and they don't really respect. I mean, Vogue is all about real fashion forwardness, and they don't have the same type of respect for pop culture. But because there was so much going on, eventually Kim and Kanye got that cover. And it's unfortunate because I think it means the magazine or the outlet has compromised their authenticity to their audience. I think you also have to be willing to change with the times. And that's really what the audience is moving. The audience is changing. They're younger. They have different values. So I think you have to stay relevant by, catering to that audience. So I think Rolling Stone probably got a lot of young people picking up the magazine. As you say, as a fan, you don't really read it anymore. So in order to keep in touch with that audience, they have to,
True.
reflect what they want to see.
I don't know, because it's weird to think that, like, he showed all the other covers, and I guarantee you that there was a number of people at Rolling Stone that said, "Who's on the cover?" Like, nobody asked who's Bono. Nobody asked who's Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Who's Ali? These are people know.
Right.
Even if you don't know, right? Cardi's not there yet.
Yeah, that's all
I'm not saying that she didn't deserve a cover. I do think it's a little premature.
So, guys, we do have some feedback.
Okay.
We have some feedback. So, iTunes review here says, I'm a previous listener who transitioned over with you all from the 90-10 rule. I must admit that I enjoy the new format and I'm looking forward to future episodes. Beard Game Matters was an excellent way open up the season. I'd say, generally speaking, that the human species as a whole is perverted, and that's okay. I, as a black woman, having grown up in the traditional black church, began a rigorous process of deprogramming myself some time ago. It had occurred to me that I had been similar to a robot for at least the first 28 years of my life.
Wow.
So it has been quite liberating to step outside of religious, societal, and cultural norms to embrace my truth. I say to all the sisters out there, and okay, to the brothers too, don't be shameful. Enjoy the menagerie of scenery put before you in life. Whatever is lovely, pleasurable, and good. Think on those things, and if it gets you aroused, it's okay. Take that energy home to your loved ones. They'll appreciate it if you use it right. It is only attraction, and it is normal human function. P.S. The idea of brother husband sounds so fulfilling in so many ways. Pun intended. This may be worth exploring. Smiley face. Y'all be well and keep up the flow. Much love, GQ.
Okay, first of all, GQ, thank you so much for
5
writing.
stars.
Yes,
Yeah.
Thank you so much for writing in. And most importantly, I can 100% relate to you. I was raised in the Christian in the black church as well, and definitely can relate to a lot that you're saying. We appreciate honest comments, and I think a lot of people are at that point where you're realizing that what you've been taught and what you believe may be two contradictory things.
Right.
And I think it's okay to explore that. I'm happy that you're doing that. And yes, I agree. Brother husbands is something that we should definitely explore. I'm just going to put it out there. If there are any women out there that have that scenario, I have a girlfriend that I want to have on the show because she actually was in a relationship with 2 men at the same time. I think that we need to show the other side of that because we always see men with multiple women. If there are women out there that are bossed up with 2 dudes serving them, hit me up. I would love to talk to you guys. I need some help anyway. So testosterone heavy up in here.
Oh God. Yeah. Okay. But you know what? I'm actually thank you, listener, because we've been getting some good feedback. We really have, like, great participation from the comments on our live videos.
Our polls have been done really well.
Yeah. So, like, I'm grateful for that. That's dope.
Did we get a response to our poll about which is better for...
I'm going to pull it up in a second. I wanted to get through the feedback, and then I'm going to pull up that. I'm hoping...
You want he's stalling because he wants his answer to win, which lets me know that
I'm hoping that. Anyway, so somebody read this for me. This is an email we got.
Oh wow,
that's a lot.
All right.
Going on.
Whoa, the washing white with the Kardashians episode was really interesting and made me feel some type of way. Specifically, the issues regarding having a man that is financially well off versus one that makes you come on the regular. And secondly, the expectations as far as purchasing a wedding ring. For the first issue, I have experience with both type of dudes. My ex-husband was very savvy financially and made a lot of money, and I experienced quite a few perks from that lifestyle. However, there always seemed to be something missing, and I could never identify what. Looking back, I understand that I was not truly attracted to him. We ended up getting a divorce because I felt as though there had to be more to life than financial security. Fast forward a bit, and I am with a man who makes me tingle just by looking at me that way.
Ugh.
That way. Yeah. We have been together for about 4 years, and from the moment he touched my hand, sounds silly, I know, I have been totally smitten and am crazily attracted to him. This feels weird reading this in male voice. I just want to point that out. All right. I didn't even know something like that existed. He makes probably less than half of what my ex made, so we have to live on a substantially smaller budget, which he required me to reevaluate what was formerly important to me regarding lifestyle, but we have fireworks just about every night. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I value sex in a way that I never did before. I'm kind of getting hot just thinking about it. I'm excited to see him every day, and we have a great time together doing whatever, even nothing. And rest assured, at the end of a busy day, I know that I'm going to get straight put to bed. It's a dream come true.
Well, damn.
Girl, go, Kim C.
I'll read it now. That was a lot, so I'll read the next part. Next topic, shout out to Jay Smooth and the other No Nonsense guys. No Nonsense Show is another show that we have on the network. Engagement ring costs. Why is this a thing? When we first got together, the sexual dynamic that I just referenced asked me what I thought he should spend on a ring should he decide to get one day. And I thought it was an absurd question. My response, Christal, I don't think you're going to like this. My response was, whatever you'd feel comfortable spending. Very good. If we were to get married, the actual union is what is important to me. What? There are no financial expectations, so to speak. Anyway, he recently surprised me by proposing with a gorgeous, I don't know what that is, tourmaline? Tourmaline? What is it?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
It's a ring.
Tourmaline ring that costs about $2.5K. So it's still substantial. And honestly, I thought this was a bit much at first, just based on our values. But he's happy with the gift, and so am I. It means so much that he made the decision to actually propose and took the time to pick out something from the heart. I guess my point is the ring is not important. It's not important. Not important. It's a thing. I feel like an old grandma saying this, but our partner's love and commitment is so much more valuable and worthy of appreciation than any symbol. I know you're probably tired of reading this, so I'll leave it there. Keep up the great work. The podcast is stellar.
Awesome. Thank you, Kim C. That was awesome. And I actually love that perspective. I do think, we kid around, but if you're truly in love with somebody, a ring size and
their dick too, right? Size of your ring,
trash.
Size of your dick is fine.
Your dick is really trash. Your ring is trash.
But
your life is
if you
trash.
ever fall out of good graces, she gonna talk about your little dick. So make sure you massage her feet and shit. Now to this poll: who benefits more from marriage? I couldn't actually get it up on the screen, but you guys can look at my screen and see that I'm not lying. It's actually 50-50.
I believe that Kevin and Be Honest
Wow.
we're secretly like texting and voting on. I don't believe that.
It's actually 50-50. You're looking at the results. I can't make it up.
I think that you
I can't document
fixed it.
There's no fix.
I don't trust
you.
you.
I'm not that smart. I don't know how to do all this.
You fixed it.
I put it on the website.
You fixed
People voted.
No.
It's 50-50. So there you have it. 50-50 guys to girls.
Hey, you know what? Let's get through the holidays. Do it again. Yeah, it's normally a little stress around the holidays.
Well, yeah, and that's why guys opt to not celebrate the holidays. Oh, I don't believe in Christmas. This is a white man's holiday.
It is kind of stupid. But anyway, listeners, we appreciate you guys.
Go out and buy your wife or your girl lots of gifts for Christmas. She'll make you happy. You'll
Don't
be
bother.
able to
She's
enjoy.
just going to say your gift is trash.
Do not go and spend your credit card.
Why is this always like male versus female? I want one day for us all to be on the same page. This is ridiculous. I feel very attacked.
We all sit at the same table, Crystal.
Nope.
You have a seat.
Your seat is a little lower. Just a little. It's a slightly an inch or so lower. I did that on purpose too.
And your mic's a little quieter.
Listeners, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Viewers, we appreciate you guys tuning in as well. Make sure you go to the
We want more feedback.
Yes.
Please send. We love the feedback. And if you guys can send us pictures or if you want to record videos, we'll definitely play those on air. If you have comments, if you can record your comment and send it in to us, Be Honest, we'll hook it up so that we can hear your voice and get to know you.
And actually, just come by because we're not going to eat all this goddamn candy corn.
Right. We have yet to touch it.
I got to get this shit.
home.
Let me get rid of this shit.
She's going to be 3 pounds heavier next time you see her because she's going to eat 3 pounds of...
No, I'm not. Actually, you know what?
I'm just fine.
I am dedicating myself because I'm a woman that's not happy with my weight.
It's made with real
And
honey,
so-
though.
It is made with real honey, and it's gluten free. But I think if I can lose 2 pounds a week, I'll be in a better place by.
How long? How long you give yourself?
I'm till the top of the year. 2 pounds a week.
You could go vegan and you could do that in a day, baby.
I do the way he said it, but men lose weight faster.
Show you
than
how to
women.
do it. Oh God, y'all always do that. We'll talk
true.
about
It's true.
that
We
next
don't
time.
have estrogen.
It's true. That's not
See?
why, but it's true. But look, though, make sure you share the show as well. Let a friend know that we're here. You know what I'm saying? We want to build bigger, and it's you guys that can help us. So please do
definitely.
that. Please share the show.
Yeah.
Go to musiclovelifeshow.com where you can find everything connected to the show. Buy a t-shirt, subscribe to a newsletter. Everything is there. Go to the website.
Get a shirt.
All right, till next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.